So as you can see, the BBB program of the Duterte administration has already a lot of accomplishments. But last year, there was a reprioritization of the Build, Build, Build program. First, the primary criteria is available fiscal space, or funding for the projects in 2020 to 2022 moving forward. And of course, project readiness and implementation capacity of the line agencies. So this deals with increasing absorptive capacity of the different implementation agencies. And lastly, of course, our primary criteria is these infrastructure projects should spur economic growth, and in that, to unlock the value of real estate developments, and of course, to generate jobs in the countryside as well as in Metro Manila.
Really what it is for the commercial real estate developers are their key value areas. For Hitachi, we try to identify what digital services can really help you generate revenues, reduce costs, or improve the quality of life. Our methodology is called co-creation with our Nexperience R&D team out of Japan, in which we work hand in hand with the client to try to identify the roadmap to deploy digital services that meet with the value of the stakeholder.
The client of the hotels are the same clients that we have in our malls, and they may be the same residents that we have in our residential developments, and are probably also working in some of the office buildings that we have. So one major realization for us is really how to tie up all of these digital services that we are already providing to each of our clients individually, so that instead of seeing us as a fragmented organization of hotel, office, residential, commercial, we will hopefully be seen as really a township developer with a very strong online service. So
I think for a lot of players, companies in real estate, whether it's real estate or facility management or projects, all of a sudden you're no longer a real estate PM or FM, you are that/tech.
And every heads have their own, opinion about the branch of the future. So it was tough for me being the project manager at the time. But when we focus the story on our customers, everything has changed. So we had a direction then. So we target two types of customers when we built the ARC. That is the customers of the future and our existing customers as well.
Customers, they can withdraw their government subsidy from an ATM without an ATM card. This was just recently experienced. Enter the IIOT savings account, wherein this is for the unbanked and underserved. It provides service to beneficiaries.
Previously, when our former undersecretary was here, he proposed to have at least 50,000 cell sites or towers for the country. Currently, we only have around 18,000. So those 50,000 towers or cell sites can provide a much wider coverage, and I think that will be addressed soon, because our Senate crafted a bill that will soon be a Republic Act. It's called Better Internet Act, and I am one of those who reviewed it because the office of our Assistant Secretary for Digital Philippines forwarded that document to me, and I suggested there that there should be provision of utilizing the open frequency so that we can expand more.
5G, Wi-Fi 6, intelligent campuses and manufacturing facilities. So when you think about that, it could be manufacturing, it could be logistics, it could be complex industrial, it could be an IT park, it could be an education campus. There's a lot of, what I describe to customers is it's not really just about speed. It's a total reimagination of your business.
But we also have noticed in the past few years that technology has been changing at a rate that's been unprecedented, and with that changes in consumer behaviors, and that will affect what business models and what offerings we actually have, and Han touched on that. One of the things we have to do is to look out for our portfolios, which have to evolve. So our innovation team and corporate center was put up with that in mind, that we knew in 15 years our portfolio of companies, which is now into financial services, real estate, utilities, and so on, will be very different.
A lot of people are worried that this autonomous database will take over the job of DBAs. But it's not true, because by deconstructing some of the jobs to focus on higher value stuff, the DBA can do a lot more strategic things and help the company grow. So we're going to make culture a priority going forward.
So from the acting as a chair, one of the key challenges is how do you drive a strategy that is, on the one hand, homogeneous for the group as a unity, but at the same time allows for that dexterity and specificity for those underlying functions and businesses within. So that's really kind of, in a certain degree, where it comes in.
About delivering business outcomes. So in all those organizations, it's not about actually implementing the technology. I've learned that all IT projects are actually business projects, and only business projects are actually successful projects because IT eventually is just an enabler. But if there's a strong business case, a strong business, what they call this, sponsor, driving the project, the success of the project will be for sure.